One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to SpaceX-centric live streams. Back with a vengeance. Good morning. What's going on? Let's go ahead and muster up in the chat where you're from, what you're munching on. How are you doing today? How's the weather? What's on your minds? It's Thursday, I believe. How's your work week going? Which plans you have for this weekend? Just as I was clicking the start the live stream, I noticed that SpaceX actually delayed their launch another half hour to 7:43 a.m. So we have a little bit of time to just catch back up. No problem. They never updated their YouTube countdown, so I missed it. I'm a little rusty, apparently. Scrolling up through the chat, here we go. Justin DeLong, welcome back, Mod. Thanks for being here. Enjoy the new intro, everyone. Yeah, not only do we have a new live intro that you just saw, but also if you noticed there was a trailer for the first time. I made both of those before I went on break or on my trip, and I was really excited and looking forward to sharing those with you. It's been a long time coming. We've been able to do trailers on YouTube for like months and months, and I wanted to make one like right away, but it's so much work to put those together, man. Like I can show you guys actually, since we have time, how many files is required to put just a couple minute trailer or intro together. It's quite insane. Insane in the membrane. Raw files, here we go. Just keep it on display too, I guess. Display too big. Here we go. Here's all the files. I didn't use all of them, but these are all the ones I started with. Had to capture them and then cut them and put them exactly where they needed to belong with the music. It's quite a chore. So yeah, I kept putting it off, but I'm glad it's done now. Garth, what's going on? Need more shoots, bro. Can never have too many shoots. I guess you can. Eventually it gets to be too much weight. You've outdone yourself. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, yeah, I started YouTubing in 2007, and it was when I was in the Navy delayed entry program in college, and I was just trying to keep motivated. So I would put together music videos, like inspirational music videos. And so that's like my bread and butter. I actually enjoy doing it, but it is a lot of work. Joshua, hope you found what you were looking for, bruh, and that clarity was achieved. Mind viruses suck, but it's encouraging feeling being able to make it out of the abyss. No, amen to that. Just thankful it wasn't the woke mind virus. It seems like it'd be the worst mind virus to have. Yeah, I'll share my experience down in Mexico on my journey, on my trip, whenever the time is right. Just still trying to, reintegrate, and I don't want to push it too hard. And I kind of did that. As I was leaving the place, I started getting in my own head, and I felt like I was spiraling. And so, I just got to work on my breathing exercises, and we're good to go. So hopefully I can get that video out on my Cloud Liquor channel, which is my personal channel. If I have time this weekend, I'll do it this weekend, but it all just really depends. So we'll see, but I'll let you guys know as soon as that's out. So I recommend you look at the description below and subscribe to Cloud Liquor if you have not yet. We're going to have a lot of great content over there this year for 2023. A lot of positive stuff, a lot of gameplay. Kerbal Space Program 2 is coming out, as a lot of you guys know, at the end of next month. So that's where basically 90% 90% of that gameplay is going to be there and on locals for exclusive video on locals. So check out those 2 sites. Scrolling down, meow. Astro Vantucket, I like the name. Odysseus Rex, good morning. Boomsticks away. Eric Beavers, what's going on, BFR? Master Chief, you earned the Master Chief finally, Eric. I was wondering where you're going to get that. It's Brian. It's only the day after Wednesday, actually. Actually, sir. How's the family? How's your family, Lonnie? How you doing? The doggos are happy to see me. We'll get the Doggo Cam up and live here in a second. Lawyer wife is good. She's working downstairs. She went in the office yesterday, so I had the dogs to myself here. That was terrible. I'm their primary caretaker, but still, it's nice to have backup. But yeah, lawyer wife is good. She definitely noticed a difference with me. So we're in a good place. I had my birthday this week, and we went to the Red Lobster for my birthday, the 17th, whatever day that was. I can't remember. I guess that'd be Tuesday. She's like, where do you want to go for your birthday? I'm like, let's go to Red Lobster. And there was like nobody there. It was great service. It was awesome. So we're in a pretty good place just because we had Red Lobster this week. Anthony, Brian, it's the day before the day before the day after. That's too much, man. You're going to make me go cross-eyed. Here we go. Geoff. Beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. Nice. Hello, Floridians. We're actually launching Starlink from the West Coast today. So they're launching Pacific time. 51 Starlink satellites. We'll talk more about the mission here as we get closer. Again, they pushed the launch to 7:43 a.m. So ignore the description in this video. I never updated mine either, just like SpaceX didn't update theirs. For shame. Roar Torque, Perth, Australia. Okay, yeah, I do have sound bites I can get back to. I almost forgot about them.
Austria. Well then, good day, mate.
Jim Almond. Almonds. Are you eating almonds, Jim? Nice haircut. Thanks, man. I actually got more than one hair's cut. That's my dad joke for today. Appreciate it. Yeah, I found a new place to get my hairs cut, and I like the lady that's doing it. So shout out to Missy. Hello, Missy. Man, everyone must be awake today. You guys are here and present and accounted for. Yes, go for a broke haircut. Steven, yes, haircut. Eric Beavers, yeah, you like the sound effects in the intro. I was like, when I was making it, I was like, I need to do more than just, change some of and update some of the video. I need to give it a little bit more oomph. So I found some like jet sound effects and blasting and edited those in there. Gives it a little bit more of a push. Edinburgh. Is it pronounced Edinburgh or Edinburgh? I think it's Edinburgh. I just finished a peanut butter protein dipper. What is that? And drinking black coffee. Okay. Good for you. A lobotomy? Yeah, I guess you could have a lobotomy. Do they still do those? Sign me up, dude. Austin McMurtry, what's going on? BFR, Master Chief McMurtry, morning to you. Carroll County, Kentucky's here. Kentucky. We got Americans in the chat. America.
What, is this a communist country or something? I thought this is America.
Cloud liquor, yeah. Cloud liquor. I don't think it's legal, but that would be an experience to drink and fly. We'll do it in the name of science. Netherlands, what's going on, Netherlands? Fun fact, the Netherlands is like the second biggest farming country in the world after America. I learned about that a couple weeks ago because all the farmers are getting screwed in the Netherlands. Sarasota, Florida. More Floridians. The NASA worm is not the same thing in Mexico. Yeah, so this this Starlink booster, this Falcon booster is a brand new booster, I believe. So we won't see the worm on it, I don't think, because this isn't a NASA mission. But I was thinking about it last night when I was in bed. I was like, why is SpaceX using a new booster for the Starlink mission? And I thought about it. I was like, well, it's because the SpaceX execs have come out and said that they're at this point now. Their record is 15 launches for a single booster. That flying pre-used boosters is now more reliable than flying a brand new boosters. Like they have more faith in them now because the equipment's all tested through trial by fire, literally. So I guess it makes sense that they would now want to use new boosters on their own Starlink missions instead of on a customer. That's just my outsider's perspective. Eric's eating biscuits. Now, you're from Colorado, Eric, so I imagine those are actual biscuits and not cookies, because those, Englanders call cookies biscuits. Them weirdos. Will we be seeing a new episode of Elon's base tweets on Cloudlooker anytime in the near future? It's been a while. Yeah, it has been a while. I mean, I think that series was more of when Elon was kind of transitioning to the right side of history, I would say, when he was becoming more based. I mean, he's always been kind of based, but he's definitely stepped up his game since the pandemic kind of opened his eyes in the fascism. So basically all of his tweets now are pretty base. So all of his twats are base twats. So no, I don't think so. I think that series has pretty much run its course. But still, a lot of good other kind of content will be coming to Cloudlickers. Soon we'll be releasing that, starting up that content here in the next couple weeks. Good stuff nonetheless. I mean, if you don't own your own Twitter account by now, you really should. You need to support Twitter now that it's a free speech platform. So there's really no reason to do Elon's based tweets or twats anymore. You should just get on Twitter and follow him. I retweet him a lot too, or at least I did before I left, but I'll get back into that. So we got a little less than 15 minutes to lift off unless SpaceX delays it again. But we're still a go as far as I'm aware. What's up, Deutschland, Germany? Looking good, Kev. Nice hair. Thanks. Want to have sex? Just kidding. My wife wouldn't approve. Which version of Starlink's going up? I believe since it's 51 Starlinks, it's going to be the normal 1.5 versions. Okay, because the version 2s, the Gen 2s are quite large and in charge, so they need to be on. They don't have to be on Starship, but if they want to get 51 of them, they're going to have to put them on Starship. I like to see you with a full beard as well, Kev. Yeah, I'm growing it back out already. Right. Give it, another week and it should be pretty much back to normal, I'd say. What's going on, France? I don't have a France soundbite yet, but I'll just go ahead and play one that's similar.
Welcome to French Canada.
So that's for the Canadians as well. The Canucks in the chat. Australia, what's going on? Eating breakfast so I can have some tasty tacos for lunch. Ooh, sounds delicious, nerdy native. I had eggs and toast this morning. Oh, and a donut, because I had a donut left over from like 2 days ago. So yeah, my birthday donut. Derp day donut. Wow, a lot of you reporting in from Australia and the Philippines. Fayetteville, North Carolina. What's going on, boss? That's funny. Fox Pup, what's going on? What's going on, dude? British internet browsers delete your biscuits, not cookies, regularly. That's funny. Bluffton, South Carolina. We have a Bluffton in Ohio too. Cool. About time you get a haircut, you hippie. Is it that long? I at least like combed it over for you guys instead of just letting it like fall in the front. Try to look pretty for you guys. My hat's still packed away. I need to unpack still. Wow, 3 Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm jelly. Call the jelly school, okay? I like your other background better, the one with Starship and the flag. This one? Oh wait, that's the Saturn V. Yeah, I can put that one up. It still should fit with the Starship tiles. Switch them out from time to time. Nebraska, Atlanta, Georgia, Orlando, Florida, Preston, UK. Well, we got to get the UK soundbite going now.
You sound like you're from London.
Blind Boy 64. I hope you're not really blind, but if you are, props to you for typing. Greetings from Norway, eating some sushi. Ew, gross sushi. That's disgusting. Now, I like seafood, obviously, because I went to Red Lobster. But I like to keep to like shrimp and crab and the occasional fish. Maybe some salmon. But I'm not a fan of sushi. Fun fact, once I went on a date when I was living in San Diego. And we went out for sushi on this first date. And I didn't tell her that I don't like sushi. But I was just trying to be a man up, sack up and eat it. Well, I ended up throwing up in the bathroom, came back all bloodshot eyes and like tried to play it cool. That didn't work out. Yeah, me and sushi we don't get along. Don't get along. Toronto, Canada. Thanks again, Blind Boy, for that tip. Appreciate you. That super chat. Stuart, Florida. SpaceX started their live stream screensaver. Looks like we're a go from the West Coast. Castleberry, Florida. Nazareth, PA. Welcome back, Stuart Grimm. You little minion. More Floridians. Melbourne, Norwegian. Sushu. Krispy Kreme. Dude, what kind of donuts do you guys like? I like the Long Johns. We call them Dick Donuts. They're cream filled with like the chocolate on top. The lawyer wife, she likes the vanilla on top. I like the vanilla cream filled, but I like the chocolate on top. But I like all kinds of donuts, former police officer, so that makes sense, right? I like the twisty ones. Bear claws, those are good too. Those were my dad's favorite. Minnesota, Vancouver, Mustang, Oklahoma, West Virginia. How's it going, neighbor? Something just fell. I think that was Wilson up on top of the bookshelf. Do we have any doggos in the room right now? Yeah, we do. Let's introduce the doggos. There's Peepiopi, and he's awake. How about that? You're not laying in your usual spot, bud. And we also have Jeb co-hosting with us. Let me grab Jeb really quick. Are you in here, Wiley? Get Jeb. I hear him coming up the stairs. We're going to wait for it. See if he'll take my Jeb. Come here, Wiley. There he is. Yeah.
They took our jibs!
They took your job! They took your job!
Took your jib!
He took my Jeb. Hey, Coons, you came in here. Come here, Coon Bear. Come here, Coon Bear. It's a puppy party in here. Hey, buddy. Hi, buddy. Oh, there's too many of you. I'm getting ambushed. Don't trample me. Yeah, all right. SpaceX is starting up. Here, give me Jeb. Come here. Give me Jebs. Come here. Don't you run away. Come here. Come here. Give him to me. Alice. Good boy. No, he's mine now. He's mine now, you mouth breather. Funny boy. Texas. Ooh, hold on. We got to go back to Texas really quick.
Pulled him out of a place on Midgard called Texas.
Sacramento, California. Or is that South Dakota or San Diego? We'll say it's South Dakota. Another Bluffton, South Carolina. Wow, you guys should meet up and have tea or something. Minnesota, Quebec, Toronto, Indiana. How's it going, Avery? Oh, you just bonked your head on the desk. You all right there, peepers? Here we are from Vandenberg Space Force Base, California. And we can actually see the rocket. How about that? Sky looks partly blue. It's about what the weather here is in Ohio. We got mostly blue skies, which is kind of surprising. It's been pretty gloom and doom here. But that's not what we're seeing today in Vandenberg. So awesome. As you can see, the Falcon 9 is a smoke machine right now. It's supposed to be that way. Why are you biting me? What did I do to you, you alligator? And we'll turn the volume up here momentarily. Let me just do one more read through the chat, make sure I didn't miss anything. What's going on in South Africa? Poland, awesome. All right, let's turn the volume up and see what they're chatting about. Again, this is a Starlink mission 51. I'm guessing version 1.5 Starlink satellites going to space today.
Link. Now, the weather and range are both green for today's launch attempt. We're proceeding with a T0 of 7:43 a.m. Pacific time. We're tracking no issues with the vehicles or the spacecraft, and we're just about 4.5 minutes to go for liftoff. We're standing by for the transporter erector to retract away from the vehicle, and the first step of that we will see is the clamp arms opening around the top of the second stage, right below the fairing.
I see a fox pup on locals chat. Locals members, I got the locals chat open. I just had to switch off the Twitter.
Open around the second stage in preparation for the transporter erector or the strongback to recline.
Hey, blind boy, 64. Yes, I am blind, but I don't care. Good for you, bro. Do you like playing Nintendo 64? Or are you 64 years old? Wiley, what are you doing?
The transporter erector is that truss structure you see next to the vehicle. We use it to roll out to the launch pad and to route the propellants and electrical power to the vehicle in preparation for launch. It retracts away ahead of launch to clear the way for Falcon 9's ascent.
They're like playing footsie with each other. It's kind of cute, not gonna lie. Okay, you're 21, so I'm just gonna assume you like playing Nintendo 64. Although that might be before your day. You're a little young.
Stage 1 LOX load complete. And Stage 1 POGO.
With that call out, we have completed liquid oxygen loading on the first stage. And at this point, we are fully loaded with both RP1 fuel and liquid oxygen oxidizer on the first stage. We're going to hear a similar call out on the second stage shortly for Stage 2 LOX load complete.
He's probably thinking to himself, dude, I'm blind. I don't play video games. Hey, man, you never know. Do they make Braille video game controllers? I don't know. Man.
We will be attempting to recover our
Weather
first
looks
stage
awesome.
today after launch. You're looking at a live view now of our drone ship, which is stationed off the coast of Baja, California, to catch our booster when it makes its way back home.
So when I went to San Diego before we crossed the border, I stepped in the Pacific just because I hadn't done it in over a decade. And I think the water's colder than I remember. So, yeah, global warming. The oceans are boiling up, apparently, even though my toes went numb in record time.
Should hear a call out shortly here for liquid oxygen loading complete on the second stage.
Stage 2 LOX load complete.
There it is. And just taking a look at this rocket, you may have noticed that it is lacking soot. That's because the first stage is brand new for today's mission, flying for
She's
its
alive.
first time.
Listen to her roar.
We will be attempting to
breathe.
recover it on the drone ship we saw earlier, and that reusability is what allows SpaceX to refly the most expensive parts of the vehicle and reduce the cost of access to space. Coming up, the next major milestone will be Falcon 9 transition to startup.
Yep, made in flight for
Falcon
this
9
first
is in
stage
startup.
booster. That's why she doesn't look sooty, for those of you in the chat
That Falcon
asking.
9 is on internal power, and its flight computers have taken control of the rest of the launch countdown.
LD is go for launch.
And there, the launch director has given their final go to proceed for today's launch attempt. So we're going to listen and watch as Falcon 9 takes our 51 Starlink satellites to space.
T-minus 30 seconds.
I gotta show you a picture of these pups laying by me right here. It's pretty adorable.
15 seconds.
Oh, come on, you stupid phone.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engines full power. And liftoff of Starlink 2-4. Go Falcon, go Starlink.
It's live.
Vehicles pitching downrange.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Lick them clouds.
At T plus 30 seconds, successful liftoff of Falcon 9 from Space Launch Complex 4 East at Vandenberg at 7:43 a.m. Pacific time. We had some fantastic views from the ground, and now we're looking at a great view
Nominal power
from
and
the
telemetry.
first stage's onboard camera as we pop through the cloud layer.
Beautiful. Sun's just rising on the west coast. Kind of see it reflecting off
Vehicle
the
is
clouds a little
supersonic.
bit.
Now we're traveling faster than the speed of sound.
Rocket's starting to tilt over as it
Max Q.
pushes itself towards an
And
orbital
there we are
trajectory.
through the point of maximum aerodynamic pressure. That's the highest stresses that we'll feel during the flight. Now we are about 1 minute away from several events back to back. The first of those will be MECO, that's main engine cutoff,
engine chill has started.
followed by a stage separation, and then SES-1 and fairing separation. So MECO is where we shut down all 9 of the Merlin engines in preparation for separating the stages at stage sep. And then at second engine start number 1, we'll ignite the Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage. Shortly after that, we will separate the fairing halves and return them to planet Earth while the second stage continues with our Starlink satellites to space. And those events back-to-back, MECO, stage separation, second engine start number 1, followed by fairing separation.
Oh, she's tilting now. Look at her tilt. This camera inside the inner stage, looking up the skirt of the Merlin vacuum engine bell. Should see separation right meow.
Main engine cutoff.
Stage separation confirmed.
MVAC ignition.
Inside the fairing halves.
Fairing
There they
separation
go.
confirmed.
And with that, we had successful MECO stage separation. You can see the Merlin vacuum is ignited and even saw the fairing half there in the shot. We're looking at a live view right now. On the left-hand side of your screen is Falcon 9's first stage. We've deployed the grid fins in preparation for re-entry. On the right-hand side of your screen is Falcon 9's second stage. That's a shot of the Merlin vacuum engine.
Looks like some of the
Those two
tape
fairing
got
halves,
loose
we
there a
will be
little bit. See the
attempting
tape?
to recover them once they come back to planet Earth and use them again on a future mission.
They should have went with duct tape, not Scotch tape. All right, that's just my opinion, my professional opinion. So you see these titanium grid fins, these waffle irons. All right, those will help steer the rocket in the atmosphere toward the drone ship. Kind of like putting your hand out of a moving car window.
First stage has deployed its grid fins. You can see 2 of them on your screen. Those
just talked about that
periodic
guy.
bursts of white gas you're seeing are from our attitude control system. We're reorienting the first stage to get the engines pointed
There.
down for its next major milestone, which will be the entry burn.
Both stages are following a nominal trajectory.
These are also known as poofers.
That
That's
call
what I call
out, that
them.
means that both of the stages, the first and second stages, are on the intended flight paths. The first stage at this point is on a parabola headed back towards our drone ship, which again is stationed off the coast of Baja, California.
A parabola is just a rainbow kind of shape, up and down. For those of you who hate geometry and math and all that stuff, sign me up. I hate it as well. Look at the clouds. Pretty clouds.
The second stage, which is about a couple minutes into its burn, this burn lasting until about T plus 8 minutes and 40 seconds. It's carrying our Starlink satellites to orbit. Today's Starlink mission marks 204th mission for SpaceX overall and our 5th mission for this year.
Kevin, I really do think you're right about SpaceX's decision to use Virgin boosters for its
As a
Starlink
reminder,
missions.
Starlink is a satellite internet constellation designed and manufactured by SpaceX to provide high-speed and low-latency internet to people living in remote and rural locations around the globe.
Actually, it's a significant marker in their progress. The veteran machines are more reliable than the Virgin ones. Both great, actually. Smiley face. We concur on that, bro. Yeah. It's amazing this is how far they've come. A good sign for the future, for Starship. That needs to happen in order to put humans on Mars. Oh, you can see the booster coming in hot now. Look at it. It's falling
Both
quite
stages are
rapidly.
still on a nominal trajectory.
Keep an eye on the telemetry. Its speed is
You
increasing
might have
as it's
noticed
losing
that
altitude.
the first stage's altitude is decreasing. That makes
He's
sense
listening to our
because
stream,
it's
bro.
heading back towards our drone ship. Of course, I still love you. The first stage's next major milestone is coming up in about 20 seconds. That'll be the entry burn, where it'll light 3 of its Merlin 1D engines to slow down for atmospheric reentry.
There's very little weight left in that first stage booster, just some fuel. By the time it lands on the drone ship, I heard or I read, my research is about 95% of its weight is now gone.
Stage 1
because
entry
it's
burn startup.
95% fuel when it lifts off the pad. Most of
There
that
is
fuel is gone
successful
by the time it lands.
ignition of those 3 Merlin engines, this burn lasting about 20 seconds.
And now she's sooty. This is what makes the first stage boosters all dirty, dirty girls. So
Stage
she's
1
now
entry burn
christened.
shutdown.
Successful shutdown of those Merlin engines. Next major event on the first stage.
Stage
will
1 FTS is saved.
be the landing burn start, just after T plus 8 minutes.
Stay with us, cameraman. As I say that, it starts skizzing out on us. Gersh darn it, Kevin. Maybe we'll get some cloud licking action. Fly through a cloud. Please fly through a cloud. That'd be awesome. Make my day. She's arching downrange, though. You gotta catch
Stage
up
1
to that drone
transonic.
ship.
With that, that means the first stage is traveling near the speed of sound. We've got a few events coming up back to back here. First will be the landing burn on the first stage. That burn will continue until this first stage lands. During the landing burn, we'll also hear a call out for second engine cutoff number 1, or SECO 1, on the second stage.
Looks like we're gonna miss the clouds.
Terminal
Oh.
guidance.
Oh, we might
Stage
hit
1
one.
landing burn.
Nope, to the
Started a
right.
single Merlin engine on the first stage. We'll expect to see the landing legs deploy shortly.
Stage 2 FTS is saved.
To the left, to the left, to the left. Yeah.
Stage 1
Don't
landing
forget
leg
the
deploy.
legs. There we go. There we go. Please clap.
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
Slightly to the right.
Successful landing of Falcon 9's first stage. You also heard a call out there for MVAC shutdown. Now, this landing marks our 166th overall landing of an orbital class rocket that includes both Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy
Nominal
missions.
orbit insertion.
With that call out from the guidance team, the second stage is in the nominal or intended orbit. The second stage is carrying our 51 Starlink satellites into low Earth orbit. And with that, we are going to bring our webcast coverage to a close for today. Now, if you're interested in following along with our mission, we're going to keep our nets live on YouTube. And of course, you can check out our social media platforms for confirmation of Starlink deploy. Thank you for tuning in today, and we'll see you for another launch soon.
Thank you, Guy. I still can't remember his name. I just call him Skunk Man because he has that sweet white streak through the front of his head. Makes me gel. I should do that. Yeah, so that was a great success. Appreciate you guys stopping by and tuning in with me for that one. Wilson on vacation? No, I have Wilson up on the bookshelf. That's a story in and of itself. Maybe I'll talk about during my trip debrief video on Cloud Liquor in a week or two. Yeah, so tomorrow we have our first SpaceX News episode since I've been back, and it's going to be basically a summation of everything that's happened since I've been gone. Quite a few launches, including a Falcon Heavy launch we'll be covering tomorrow. A lot of Starship updates to go over as well, so don't miss it, especially if you haven't been keeping up as well. Should be a jam-packed episode. That's what I'll be dedicating my entire day to today, is just putting that video together. So you guys have a phenomenal Thursday. Make it great, make it awesome, really get at it. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. Okay. You guys have a phenomenal work week. And until next time, which would just be tomorrow, God bless and Godspeed.